What's up? Welcome. My name is Dr. Eric Kowalki. This is the Look to the Children show with ChiroSecure. Big thanks to Dr. Stu Hoffman and ChiroSecure and all that they do for the chiropractic profession and hosting these shows and so many shows that help us as chiropractors learn more and just be educated on what we need to do and how we need to do it in so many different scenarios. So if you don't use ChiroSecure, definitely check them out. We've used them for over a decade with multiple docs in our clinic and all kinds of scenarios they've helped us with. It's super awesome. So this Look to the Children show, we focus on how you can see more kids and help more kids and just get better before bigger sometimes. And I really like to give you stuff and information that you could take back tomorrow or this afternoon or Monday and implement in your practice and move the ball forward and help more kids. Our office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Higher Health Chiropractic. We see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids every week. We're averaging like 1,500 visits a week. So we see about 600 visits a week in kids. And you know what was striking to me in the last couple of weeks? I saw a lot of families I've seen for 10 years since we first opened. And I was like, what's the biggest change? You know, you've been coming for 10 years. What do you really notice? And overwhelmingly, the answer was our family's healthier. We feel like we're a healthier family. We don't meet our deductibles anymore, and we don't get as sick as often. And when we do, we recover faster. We just feel like our immune systems are stronger. And I heard that from multiple different people, and that's so cool because we teach that. You know, we know that that's a premise of power of the body within itself heals itself, and if we remove the nerve interference and improve the function of the body, in turn, it's going to work better. But it's really cool to be farther along in practice and see people that have stuck the course and believe the same thing we believe and get the same results that we know that they should get is really, really cool. So for this show, we're going to talk about vision casting for 2022, and a couple main words if you're taking notes that you should write down for today's clarity. Clarity is going to be really important. And then product and process, because you need to know, what are you really selling? I think for a lot of chiropractors, we kind of get in a thing where we sell whatever people really, we feel like they want to buy at the time. You know, we're like, are you a pediatric practice? Yeah, I'm a pediatric practice. Well, if I walked into your practice, would it feel like a pediatric practice? I mean, I can tell you, we found a kids normal doctor. What do you call him? Pediatric specialist is I guess what we thought we were going to, and somebody that was natural health minded. And what it really was a pain clinic. So you walked in and it was a pain clinic. Everything was like low back pain, and posters on the wall were, they did shots for people and stuff, but they also saw kids, but it didn't feel like a place that they saw kids. So when you think about your practice, if you really want to see kids for 2022 and you were a kid, I mean, you could even go in your office and get down to a kid's level and look around and see, what does it look like? Does it look like a place that's inviting, that a kid is going to feel unguarded and want to be part of? I can tell you, even in our clinic today, I'd probably find stuff by doing that. And I try to do it once a year. That's like, oh yeah, that doesn't look quite right. Or that's something that's not, maybe not, might make them super comfortable. So you really got to have stuff on your walls that exemplifies kids, even testimonials for kids, pictures of your family, pictures of other families, pictures of kids of different ages, boys, girls, different races. They have to look and see pictures of people that look like them, and they'll gravitate towards that. You need to have testimonials of kids. And if you're a newer office, even if it's not your testimonials, you can do chiropractic testimonials, chiropractic pictures. All of that stuff is really important to create a culture and an environment that feels like it's a pediatric practice. Screaming babies makes it feel like there's kids here, because there's kids running around, which means it's okay for me to bring my kids there. So when you're looking at your vision for 2022, start with that. Like, the office culture and the office environment, is it geared towards kids? And if it is, how can you make it even better? I'll give you a couple things that we do in our office. We have a birthday box that's a treasure chest. One of those home stores, I found a treasure chest, and we filled the treasure chest with toys and things for birthdays. And so the kids can see it. It's kind of behind the front desk. And they know on their birthday, if they come in on their birthday, they get to open the treasure chest and pick a toy out of the treasure chest. And they think it's just the coolest thing ever. We do a princess club and a superhero club, and there's like little name badges. So if you start care and you're a girl, you get a princess badge, and then you get 3 stars on there. If you we give them one of those little toy Chiro clickers, so that they bring those home, and if you use it and they practice adjusting somebody at home or an animal or something, they get a star. And different, they show up to their appointments, they get a star, and there's different things that they like can achieve through this princess club, and then they get more awards for that. And it's just a fun way to create engagement and make the office a fun environment. I would say there's always another level that you can do with that. So just look at, what do we want the end of 2022 to look like? This is what vision casting really should be, is clarity on what does the end of the year look like? What do we want to achieve? How many kids do we want to see? How are we going to get there? What do we want the office to feel like? Do we want our community to know Higher Health Chiropractic is the place to go if you have kids and you're looking for an alternative to regular medical care, which everybody's looking for now, by the way. I'm sure you notice as well. There's no better time to be a chiropractor. There's no better time to be a pediatric chiropractor. There's no better time to be educating on the power of the body to heal itself and natural health care. That's what people are looking for, and that's the message of chiropractic, and that's what we can deliver. So with your vision casting, what do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? What is your product that you're selling? Are you selling lifetime family care? Is there clarity around that for the practice member or the patient when they come in? Do they know you're a lifetime family wellness clinic? How would they know? If you're not telling them, or they don't see pictures on the wall, or they don't see a lifetime family mural or something, how would they know that people come forever? And granted, people come into our office with neck pain, back pain, headaches, migraines, colic, reflux, digestive problems, same stuff they come into your clinic for. It's just within those first couple visits, how do you communicate that? And how do you communicate it without telling them everything? If you can put more things on your walls and give a really good tour and have the process, show them that you're a lifetime family clinic, wellness clinic, and that you see kids without you telling them, hey, we see kids. That's the goal. So you got to look around. What do you want your product to be? If it's not lifetime care for kids, is it acute care for kids? Do you take care of special needs kids where you have to do a lot of extra special stuff? Whatever it is, you just got to get really focused on that thing, and then that clarity will flow over into your team. Do they really know what is our avatar? What is our perfect scenario person coming into our clinic? And do we have this place set up perfect for them? I think a lot of times what we do is we know what our avatar is, but for some reason we set up the things on the walls and the process almost to gear towards the people that aren't the avatar, to try to convince them than the people that are the avatar. I would say just go after your perfect people and build the space for them, create the process around them, care plan for them. All of your education goes around your perfect people. And so that helps get your team on board if they have clarity on what is the product you're selling, what is our process, and how does that process align with our ideal client and our ideal product. And then secondly, is your marketing aligned with that? Does your marketing align with that? If your product is lifetime family wellness care for kids and families, does your marketing show that? Or is your marketing for low back pain and headaches? I can assure you, if you market for what you really want to see and what your avatar is, it's going to work. A lot of Facebook ad agencies will only do, neck pain, back pain type stuff, and they get results for it. But what happens, and you'll get people that come into the office, but they're not your avatar people. And it just shifts you from your mission and your focus, because you are pouring energy and time, and you only have so much energy and time. You're pouring energy and time into people that aren't your ideal clients. When if you shifted your marketing towards your ideal clients, I can assure you they will come, and then you're pouring your time and energy into that, which is going to just 10x itself, because lifetime family wellness patients come forever, but they continue to refer forever too. I mean, we get 60 to 70 new patients a month, just referrals, internal referrals, people telling people. And that's an ideal practice, because we don't have to go out there and spend $5,000 a month on Facebook or whatever and continue to like rebuild the clinic. We're just on mission to serve people, and they tell everybody. And I think a lot of it's come from our vision casting and our ability to just get really focused and have clarity on our product and our process and what we're doing and what we're here for and who we're serving, and then how we're going to do that. And so I'd encourage you for 2022, even if you've already done your vision casting or it's coming out, just really focus on that as the leader of your clinic. If you're the doctor, does my team really have clarity on that? And you'll find out if you just ask them. If you just say, hey, what's the product that we're selling? Do you feel like our process aligns with that? And do you feel like our ideal client coming into this space feels like this place is what they are looking for? And they'll give you an honest answer for that. And then it just comes back to your core values and your mission. So hopefully you have core values for your clinic. If you don't, I'd encourage you really focus on getting those core values and having those part of your culture in your clinic. So core values aren't something that just go on the wall that is a frame or a poster to say, hey, this is our core values, and you just never talk about them again, or you revisit them once a year. Everything is ingrained into your core values. So every time you talk about a procedure or a process or goals, it's all around your core values, because that's the essence of who your company is and who you are. So our core values, we serve is one of our core values. We serve for the sake of serving. We serve people, which is really important. It comes across in so many different areas. Even yesterday, we had a foot of snow in our town, and our team still showed up, and we served 100 and some people yesterday. And those are people that desperately needed chiropractic care, and we had to go out above ourselves and show up and serve them. So we serve others is one of our core values. We educate on the principle is everything that we do. We always educate and go back to the principle of chiropractic and the principle of the power of the body heals itself. And the truths that align with that really keeps us focused and helps our team make good decisions anytime they're in a scenario where they're not really sure how to answer this question or which way to go with this. We just go back to the principle of chiropractic. And we live the mission. We communicate with others with boldness and transparency, and we live what we talk about. We get adjusted. We tell people, we live the mission of chiropractic, which is super important. And then finally, we exude joy in all things that we do. So internally as a team, we exude joy with each other. We exude joy to every person that comes in. We create an extraordinary experience for them, which is super, super important, because every person that walks in, their lens of a healthcare facility is very medical. And so the bar is set pretty low for you guys to create an extraordinary experience for them. And let me tell you what that does is you go the extra mile to make their experience great, make them feel warm and welcomed. If the insurance bill's wrong, or they have to wait a long time, or something happens in the clinic, they're going to have a lot more grace for you because they feel like they're part of your family and their experience was great, versus if their experience wasn't great and they don't feel like they're part of your family, every little thing they'll make a huge deal. And then it just creates more stress and more work for your team and for you in all these different areas. And so extraordinary experience, getting back to your core values, creating clarity around your product and what you're really selling and what you really want your office to look like at the end of 2022 is super important. And then writing that out and showing your team, it's got to be written out. This is exactly what our office is going to look like at the end of next year. And then keeping track of all of the things that you did to change. We redid our exam rooms this year. We did so many things, and our vision casting is coming up tomorrow. And we have all of this laid out to show our team, hey, this is all that we accomplished last year. We're going to celebrate everything that we did in 2021. We broke 2,000 active practice members. We did a lot of really awesome stuff last year. And that's important for you to celebrate with your team just as much as it is to come up with the goals and all of that too. So hopefully you got something out of this you can take back to grow your practice in 2022. I do this show the first Thursday of every month at 1 Eastern, and Dr. Monica the third Thursday of every month She does her show, and she's super awesome. So if you've never caught her show, do that. These are typically 15, 20 minutes, interview style sometimes. Sometimes we go over core value stuff that is applicable to the time of year. But yeah, thanks again to Stu Hoffman and all that he does for ChiroSecure and this profession of chiropractic that we love so much. Without further ado, have a great January. I'll see you guys in February.
Today's pediatric show, Look to the Children, was brought to you by ChiroSecure.